Some nibbles. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. First one we got up is, got a couple paid skis in that came today. Pretty quick ones, though. Like this first one, you didn't really need to pay me for this, man. You could just email me this. And I don't know if you wanted me to email you back, but it's on the channel, brah. Because you didn't shoot me a separate email. You just sent us a PayPal, pal. Alan Philandro. Paid fucking request. I'm working on a fanzine. A few bands that have agreed to be on it. Sadistic Intent, Dr. Shrinker, War Goat, etc., etc. May I interview you? 10 questions on email. You have unique knowledge. He's like, at Scum Hail Vintage on IG. Yeah, I'll do interviews, but I'd rather do it on video, meaning either you and I could do it on a Zoom, and then you just record, like write down what I said, or even easier, I could just record it, like send me the questions, and I'll basically do it like this. I'll read them off and post it on the and just send you the video. You know what? If it's a good enough fucking video, if you don't mind, I guess we could discuss that email. Wouldn't mind post as my daily video. If it's 12 minutes or more, I could use it as a daily video. It'll save me fucking time. But nonetheless, I'd rather just do it as I'm talking, because I'm not typing all that shit up, man. If it's a long ass fucking answer, I'm not typing all that crap up. You know, I'd rather just do the talking. And you can retype it up. So let me know on that, homeboy. But yeah, I'm up for it, but I'm not typing all the shit up. So this is from an anonymous paid question. What's up, dog? Want to get your opinion on the current state of new standard elite. Who? They become a travesty since Ryan took over, in my opinion. Who? The quality has nosedived, and that estrogen popper Nick Hill Tall Walker is in half the bands now. Very lame and gay. Laughing my ass off. The name looks familiar. I'm assuming that's a label you're talking about. I mean, even Sea-Dog, as he watches this, it's like, I don't know if he watches all my videos, but I know he watches some. It's probably like, dummy, we trade with them all the time. Okay, dude, that's your department. I don't pay attention. Did they put out Cannibal? No. Did they put out Deicide? No. Did they put out King Diamond? No. Did they put out fucking Merciful Fate? No. Did they put out Carcass? No. Did they put out fucking Hideous Manglius and shit that you know I love, the Tish? No, none of that. It's all stuff you don't care about, dog. Right. Hence why I don't know who the fuck they are. But it does sound familiar. And again, it's just because you talk to them. I don't know what your day-to-day is. There's tons of people I talk to, and I have going on my department that is like completely basic shit like ABCs that you'd have no idea, but I'm not like, why don't you know? It's because you don't do that part. So, yeah, it's probably stuff we carry and shit. Sounds like a record label name, but if it's stuff that I don't follow or pay attention to, I don't know anything about them. I know who Vic Records is because they do good shit. I know who Dark Symphonies is because they do good shit. That's stuff that I like. So labels that, and I think you guys are under an impression too, like, oh, it's Hell's Headbangers, and yeah, they carry their stuff, or it's another label or zine or band, like we're just hanging out, and we have this fucking, we have this special bro code handshake, and I've never even met half these fucking fools. Half. I've never met almost all of them. Like, even guys like who we've had a good business relationship, like, say, Hervé from Osmos Records, I literally don't even know what the guy looks like. If he walked in here, he'd have to introduce himself. I have no idea what he looks like. Costa from Iron Pegasus, I have no idea what he looks like. I've talked to him through email. Just talked to him recently, because he's in your... I didn't even know he was in the band Euronymous. Somebody told me or whatever, like, why don't you get Costa? Oh, he's in the band? I was like, I knew he released it, because that Iron Pegasus... I didn't even know Costa did music. That's how... I'm in my own little bubble. You got to understand, like, when it comes to the metal and shit, that is the kind of music that I like and love, and that is what I listen to. If you come into my personal circle, you walk in the shop or whatever, yes, there's a very good chance I'm listening to Lord Humongous, or goddamn Hideous Manglius, or Grave, or the Tish, or Angel Corpse, or Christian, you know, the good shits. I'm not listening to dumbass Nazareth and dad rock and shit like a lot of these guys, and they're like, oh, I'm metal to the bone. It's like, really? You listen to fucking Welcome to Hell once a year and maybe Slayer. And then, what's the last death metal thing you heard? Oh, it was 10 years ago. No, I'm the complete opposite of that. The Throne, the Scorpions, or something like that, or Def Leppard, or Motley Crue and shit, some of that I like. That's the rare play. That's the once every 10 years play. The metal is the regular shit. What I'm getting at is, that is what I am passionate about and listen to. But all the behind the scenes, the politics, the people, the fans and shit like that, I don't know most of them. I'm in my own little goddamn world. I'm actually very, very, very out of the loop with all of it. because again, a lot of it, the shit is I'm doing the manual stuff. Again, as Chasey Boy likes to put it, I'm an elaborate packer, meaning I'm doing the grunt type of shit. All the setting stuff up. I mean, I've set up more releases in recent times only because through this channel I shouted it out like Burial at Press. The way that happened, all the old channel watchers know, Exploding Zombies as well, is I just talked about it organically. I was showing my own personal CDs on camera. Rotting was the same thing. And the band contacted me. Like, oh shit, you care about my band? And then, oh, yeah, I'd love to put this out on vinyl. That's how the ball got started. It's just, I wasn't even planning on releasing it. Of course, I'd be up for it prior to mention it, but I didn't know the guys. I didn't have their contact. They contacted me. But outside that, I am not the one that sets up the stocking or talks to the bands. I mean, dude, a lot of the bands on our label, like whether it be Medieval Demon or who's some bands that I've never talked to or whatever, which is most of them just drawing a goddamn blank. Who's some recent fucking can't even think who the fuck we put out. I was gonna say Abysmal Lore, but I technically met one of the guys at Evil War. Well, majority of the bands, dude, I don't even know if they even know who I am. Maybe because someone told them about the channel, but I automatically assume, for example, Medieval Demon, I make Funeral Storm, all that shit. I assume, if I had to make an assumption, those guys have no idea who I am. That is my initial guess. Now, am I shocked that they do? Well, no, not now because of the channel. Like, so they watched it or somebody told them about it or whatever. They stumbled across it. They saw memes. So I'm not shocked that they do. But if I had, unless they tell me, I just assume they don't know who I am. They know who Chasey Boy is. Same with all the Australian bands. You know, Mongrel's Cross and Hunter's Moon. Do they know who I am? Maybe. But if they didn't, I'd be like, oh, yeah, makes sense. I kind of figured they didn't. So, yeah, a lot of these guys, like, I don't know who they are. So I don't know the inside scuttlebutt. Like, they're talking about these guys by name, fucking from New Standard Elites. Like, yeah, I know we carry this shit. Had to, because the name sounds super familiar. It's probably like, they did this, and that band. I'm like, oh, yeah, pull that all the time. I'm not a fan of it. No wonder I don't know. You talk Ryan, like I know the guy. Fucking who? I don't know him. But yeah, that's probably, if that's who runs it or whatever, I'm sure him and Chasey Boy fucking are besties through email, goddammit, talking and setting up trades and shit. That'd be my educated guess. But me, I have no clue who they are, and they probably have no clue who I am. David Tyson, order question. He's like, my name is Skankbanger216 on YouTube. I'm real proud of you, homeboy. I watch every day. I'm 40 years old and a type 2 diabetic. Oh, man, life is tough. Also a fat fuck. At least you admit it. Very depressed. God damn, times are tough, Holmes. I don't drink or do drugs or smoke. What kind of weightlifting? Oh! What kind of weightlifting would you recommend? How many reps, sets for each body part for a 48-year-old? Also, just want to say thanks for your videos. I have discovered some good bands on your channel. Well, for starters, the fact that you're type 2 diabetic and fat as fuck, I mean, your priorities are not in the right goddamn place. Your priority is nutrition, homeboy. You can't out-train a bad fucking diet. And if you're type 2 diabetic, just so you know, is lifestyle-induced. Type 1 diabetes, unless you get it later in your life, which you're on the road to being type 1 diabetic. Type 1 diabetic means you're insulin dependent, meaning you cannot live without insulin. Without it, you will fucking die. Type 2 is you're probably on metformin, you're running high blood sugars out the ass, your body's producing very, very little insulin because your pancreas the beta cells are basically dying. The good news is you can restore that shit. It's reversible. But if you're born with type 1 diabetes, that's genetic. That's not lifestyle induced. Nobody is born with type 2 diabetes. That is lifestyle induced. Trash nutrition and inactive motherfucker sitting on your ass. So, yes, exercise definitely helps reversing type 2 diabetes. But you can't out-train a bad fucking diet. So here's what you're going to fucking do, dude, is you're going to get on a good, proper diet. You can hire the goddamn dog. Again, when hire the dog, it's $100 per month. But if you just want a basic program and run with it and tweak it along the way for yourself, you could do that. You don't have to pay me month to month. You can do one time. Many people do that. Technically speaking, if you don't have a strong goal to where a physique goal you're trying to get on stage or something, you probably don't need me any longer than 2-3 months. 1 month, technically, because I send you a diet plan, assuming you're going to fucking follow it. But I can write you up a goddamn diet. Let you get that. Personally, I would get your ass on Reddit TrueTide. Hit up the dog for fucking how to get that. Very easy, 100% legal. I can help you with that. I can tell you how to do it, how much with the starting dose, etc., which is all, not because I'm a genius, it's literally Googleable. That's a diabetic, all the GLPs, those are diabetic medications. It's just now with Reddit TrueTide, bioglutide on its fucking way, homeboys. It's in stage 3, which means you can get it as a research chemical. So, and I hear it's supposed to be absolute goddamn amazeballs. I have my doubts because it's an oral and it has an IGF component to it. It's like, and it's a peptide, and peptides aren't orally bioavailable. So I'm a little fucking wishy-washy on that. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. But on paper, and from what I hear, what the research is saying is it's literally the most goddamn amazing fucking thing created in the last 40, 50 years. And I mean that literal. Of all technology, one of the most amazing goddamn things ever in 30, 40, 50 years. Supposedly. Again, that's on paper. We will see. But as right now, the King of Kings is Reddit TrueTide, and even the longevity fucking nerds, I'm talking about people that are trying to live to be 100 years old, because the true people that are longevity people, like I want to live as long as possible and with the highest quality of life, none of them do just all natural. Yes, they eat all natural foods and they avoid processed foods and shit like that, and they exercise, and but they don't avoid all pharmacology. If you're trying to live to be 100, 110 years old with a good quality of life, you use peptides, you use fucking proper medications. They all know that. They've wised up to that. Now some of them are still stupid. I won't take anything that's created by Big Pharma. Okay, you're literally behind the times and you're a complete fucking idiot. I understand. I'm not telling you to go take muscle relaxers and painkillers and shit like that. Yeah, no shit. That shit's destructive. I'm not telling you to do that. But stuff that's going to benefit you and increase your quality of life and longevity, Reddit TrueTide is one of them, homie. And a lot of them know what they're doing, because the starting dose on Reddit, it's free info, again, it's Googleable. By the way, ChatGPT gets it wrong, homie. All you guys that think ChatGPT is the new fucking thing. It says that the top end dose is 2.5 milligrams. No, it's not. That's the semi-glutide. Bozo. ChatGPT. The fucking dog DPT, the correct source of info, is the starting dose is 2 milligrams, and the top dose is 12 for Reddit TrueTide. Get your shit together, fucking ChatGPT, whatever the fuck it is. All these fucking idiots. That's the new brain, just so you goddamn know. And I'm not against it, because it's just a more advanced Google. But Jesus fuck, man. Mark my words, 10 years from now, you know how everybody's stupid as fuck without their phone? They basically can't even do basic, simple math, add or subtract without their calculator on their phone. 0 brain cells whatsoever. Another 10 years, they're even dumber. Mark my words, dude. The 5-year-old of today, when you meet them when they're 15, retarded as fuck, unless they got their little GPT. Let me ask them. And everybody thinks that's going to be some saving grace. Guess what, dude? A lot of things, it still can't do the work for you, homeboy. You know, I mean, you need to ask ChatGPT. Pizza makes you a fat fuck. Chicken and rice gets you fucking ripped. You should already know that. But even if it didn't, and and that's what it will tell you, politer than that I just told you. But that's what it is. It ain't gonna eat the chicken and rice for you, brah. It ain't gonna lift those weights in the gym for you, homie. So you're still gonna have to do the goddamn work. So people will use it as a tool and to get to their goal, but the lazy and the useless will still fail as always. But what I was saying with the longevity guys, the Reddit TrueTide, the starting dose is 2 milligrams. The guys are not using it for weight loss at all. They're implementing like 1 milligram, half of the starting dose, just year round, because of all the health benefits, which there's a shitload. So they're including that. But you get your ass on that. Get your ass on a fucking diet. And again, even if you don't, well, I have no idea where to start. Dude, if it comes from the earth, if it walks on the earth or grows on the earth, start there. If it comes in a box, don't do it. So what does that mean? Animal sources. Make sure they're lean. Don't be eating fatty T-bones and shit. Fruits and vegetables. Things that grow. Nuts. Drink all water, or if you're a complete pussy, calorie-free beverages. Don't drink any. Like that right there, if you just do that and you start working out, you're going to make progress. What you have is completely reversible. And no wonder of course you're depressed, dude. You're type 2 diabetic, and you said you're a fat fuck. Which, kudos to admitting it, because the first step to fucking fixing anything in this world is admitting that you have a problem. It's like that guy that has a problem with alcohol, and I know some, And literally everybody, the entire family's telling the fucking person, dude, you have a problem. You have a drinking problem. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, you do, dude. If everybody sees it but you, clearly you do. So that person's never going to get better because in their problem, there's no reason for me to get help. I'm totally fine. I got no problem. So you at least made the first step. You recognize you have a fucking problem. Now you're going to have to goddamn do the work. But yeah, dude, if you're a type 2 diabetic and you're fat, of course you're going to be depressed. Your lifestyle sucks. And that's okay. That's what, got some goddamn salmon in my fucking teeth. A real man's fucking meal. That's okay. What you got the goddamn dog for? $100 a fucking month. And again, like, oh, I can't afford $100 a month. It's like, then just do 1 month. Get a training get a training program. Get a fucking diets written up, and get a Retatrutide fucking source or any other. You should be on probably metformin as well. Although your doctor probably prescribed that. I mean, I think metformin is a good medication. It definitely has longevity benefits as well, tons of benefits. But dude, I mean, Retta smokes it, sends it home on a fucking stretcher. But if you're running high blood sugars, you might very well need both. So, but if you're not on either, definitely start with Retta. And if you're still running high blood sugars, which you won't if you're on the Retta and you're following the dog's training and diet protocol, but you won't, not out the gate. You're not going to just go cold turkey. You're going to go a little bit at a time. But if you were to fall to a T, the nutrition I gave you and the training, and you added in Retta, you may not even need metformin or anything else. Your blood sugar might be under control, and within 6 to 9 months, your type 2 diabetes can be completely reversed. And I guarantee you lose at least 50 pounds. 100% positive. You lose at least 50 pounds, especially with that Retta in there, buddy. And you say you're not training at all, but rep range just shit doesn't matter. Same shit, man. 6 to 8 or 10 to 12. I'll pick. Legs, I generally like higher up in the higher range. The 12 to 15, that means to failure. When you give those rep ranges, not you stop there. No, you keep adding weights until you fail at that weights. The first set you do of an exercise, you do it as a warm up. You don't, like, let's say you can bench. Let's say you're gonna incline bench 225, right, for 8 reps. Let's say that's what your max is, 8 rep max, right? You don't just throw that on there first set. You're gonna fucking tear something for sure, or very minimally strain something. And if you don't, right, it's only, especially at 48, you damn sure are. But a young buck, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, buddy. Granted, even nobody does that. I mean, nobody's that fucking stupid. Everybody knows you just add weight. So say your 225s, your 8 rep max, you would start with. What I would start someone, if that was the first exercise you do a quarter on each side. So that's 95 pounds. I would do that for fucking 15 reps. That'd be nice and easy, 15 easy. Then I would go to a 45 each side, so that's 135. I would do that for 12. Then I would put a 185, so a 45 and a 25 on each side, and I would do 8. Just keep a couple in the tank, and then put then go last set, 4 set. Put the 2 plates each side. And just do as many as you can, 6 to 8, whatever you get. That's 2 failures. And make sure you have a spotter. And that's how you do it. But that's how you handle every exercise. But no, there is no special, hey, I'm type 2 diabetic, so I need some special lifts. I need some special fucking rep ranges. No, you stimulate muscle, because muscle is a glucose storage. Think about the more muscle you have, think it as a major fucking large vault, a large bank account that stores sugar. That's why when you see a lot of bodybuilders eating all these carbs and sugars, like, how do they get away with that? And they usually have low blood sugars, the opposite of a diabetic. It's because you have so much goddamn muscle. Muscle needs glucose. That is the fucking fuel source for it. The contractile fuel source. So yes, it needs tons of fucking carbs. Hence, like even when I'm dieting, granted it's a little unfair now because, like I said, I'm fucking retired. But at my biggest shit, people are like, how much you like? Would I be single digit body fat? A lot of guys at the gym stuff, you're talking about your diet, where you're at, especially when you're towards the end. And I'd be lean as fuck. People are like, where are your carbs at? I'd be like, they're about 350. They're like, what the fuck? You're on 350 grams of carbs at the end of your diet? I'm like, yeah. Like, what the fuck are you down to? Like, how if you have to go 0 carbs, there's genetic outliers where your metabolism is dog shit. That's not you watching that's 50 pounds overweight. Your lifestyle's dog shit. Or you don't have very much muscle on you. If you have a bunch of fucking... Dude, Jay Cutler, when he was competing, he dieted on 1,000 grams of carbs. That's fucking insane. But again, when I met that motherfucker, I met him when he was current Mr. Olympia. In the off season, wasn't shredded, but he was very fucking lean, probably 9% body fat. Met him as a guest poser. He was 315 pounds. He's not 5'9". I'm 5'9", and I was literally at least 2 inches taller than him. So he's got to be 5'7". I'm telling you, I met the guy 2 or 3 times. Photo evidence, and I'm literally taller than him. I'm 5'9", homeboy. I'll get they measure me at the dock every day. Well, I'm 5'9 1/4 to be exact. 315 pounds at 5'7", 5'8", was not fat at all. He was fucking stupid big. Stupid big. Made it look like my ass has never even stepped foot in a fucking gym. He dieted on 1,000 grams of carbs. What I'm getting at is the more muscle you have, the more carbs your body can the more carbs your body needs is what it is to perform. Okay? So that is the benefit to why you're going to do weight training, is to provide more of a storage system. So now you have your place for that blood sugar to go, not just sit in your goddamn fucking bloodstream, which you don't want. That's where all the inflammatory shit gets. It's like when you hear it, people like, carbs damage sugar damages your kidneys and your brain. No, it doesn't, you fucking idiots. High blood sugars, yes. Like diabetics and shit, yes, get kidney damage because the sugar in the blood is so high. And it's basically like citric fucking acid. And it's destroying your limbs, it's destroying your organs. But carbs, when they're digested, go into the bloodstream as glucose. The pancreas, the beta cells of the pancreas release insulin and push it into the cells where it's supposed to go. It's not causing any fucking damage, you dummies. It's more morons talking. It's always a chiropractor, too, that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. So it's like, you need to try train, you need to do cardio, but the most important thing is going to be your diets. The Red is going to be an absolute goddamn game changer. And again, you are diabetic, so it was literally created for you. But hit the dog up. It's not illegal. I can tell you exactly where to fucking get it. It's for the best possible price. You better have some money too, homeboy. If you're making $15 an hour, just don't even waste your time contacting me. You can't be some broke ass fucking bitch. But you're 48 years old, so you better be making more than goddamn $15 an hour and have some goddamn money. So you better at least have that goddamn going for it. Because I mean, hell, you're just sitting on the couch fucking getting fat. So the rest of your time, you better be at least a go-getter when it comes to goddamn getting your fucking bag up. So I'd at least hope you got that going for you. If not, I don't tell you, Holmes. You might be a goddamn lost cause, but I don't know. That's on you, dude. Comes with surgery, you know what to do. Put the combat scans right morning. And don't forget them goddamn paid skis in the comment box how to do it. Later, Bubbles.